Hi, you guys. um, oh, excuse the camera. I'm a little fidgety over here. But I'm making this video. Oh, yeah, I know I can have my tea. Really. But making this video because I want to talk about my stammering or stuttering. Y'all might know it as. Um, So, want to tell y'all about my experience, probably how long I've been stammering, all that other stuff y'all need to know about my stammering or stuttering, because I'm pretty sure some of y'all seen some of my videos. Y'all know that I am actually editing them, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all was like, why haven't he edited out the parts where he's stuttering? So I want to enlighten y'all why I leave my stammering in my videos, okay? Um, Let me start off with how long I've been stammering. Practically my whole life. The only memory I got of not stammering is when I was making fun of my big brother, and then I started stammering. That's the memory I got. It might be not accurate, but I was a little boy, so all I can remember, you guys. I'm 40, so that's all. And I've been stammering my whole life, stuttering. And I had some not so pleasant experiences. I used to go, well, not well, school, public school, or just out in the world about period, and you're just gonna deal with people that's, I guess, booty holes. Try to be nice, okay? But I went to classes for stammering, specialists for stammering. I done heard it all when it come to my stammering. People figured they telling a stammerer. Okay, let me tell y'all what not to tell a stammerer. Don't tell a stammerer think before you say it. Do you say things before you don't think, before you know what you're gonna say? Even if you in the heat of the moment, you know what's gonna come out your mouth, generally. So the same could be said for a stammerer. A stammerer knows full and well what they trying to say, hence why they're trying to say it, hence why they're stammering. So it's best if you all not tell a stammerer, think about it. The best advice you can tell a stammerer maybe is to slow down. You'd be like, okay, you can slow down or you can take it easy. I'm here, I'm listening. Stuff like that matters to a stammerer. But think before what you say. Oh, I know they being nice, but still. But I have been to classes. I've been told I was gonna grow out of it. What else? Think before you say it type stuff. And I've learned not to be ashamed about it. At this point in life, I'm not ashamed about it. In fact, it's my signature. This is how I use my stammering, my actual stammering now, how my stuttering now. It's a signature of me. Yeah, if I could have it my way, of course I wouldn't stammer. But since I don't, why not just own it, And that's what I do when I stammer. I own it. Hence why you find it in my videos, in my content. Because I'm not ashamed about my stammering, And there's a few people that ask, try to give me advice about it. And I tell them, oh, that's nice, but I'm not ashamed about it. And they're like, oh, well, aren't you trying to change it? And I'm like, well, that's the thing. I just grew to accept it. This is just a part of who I am. It's like my fingerprint. Don't nobody else got this fingerprint but me. Literally. And the same can be said about you too. So, either people can learn to better understand my condition or they could move around. Seriously. I even went, okay, when I was a kid, it used to bother me because I never wanted to read in class. out loud because I might start stuttering. And kids are ignorant. Well, not kids, all of them, but kids can be pretty damn mean, you guys, just in case y'all don't know this. So, um, didn't want to read out loud. Afraid to meet new people because they might make fun of me. And I was not the type of stammerer that was like timid. Like, you made fun of me and you might got a problem on your hands. I remember this boy, he was ratchet, you guys. He was ratchet, he was ghetto, he was thugged out even at a young age. And this boy got to making fun of me stuttering. I beat that boy up. Seriously, I was scared of him, but he pissed me off just that bad by trying to teach me about my stuttering, and he found out that I wasn't one that day. So I was one of them type of stammerers. Well, it's not good. Encourage, make fun of me, And I actually didn't have problems with people thinking I was like slow or anything. I don't know, because once I got older and I went to this little, it was more like a convention or a class or comfort, whatever, for people who actually stammered, like myself. Of course, I was the only black dude in the group, but most of them consisted of actually Gentiles, of white men. And to my surprise, most of their problems came from people thinking that they were mentally challenged or slow. I told them, I said, that was never my problem. My problem was that they used to make fun of me. I never had the problem of people thinking I was like a retard or slow just because I stuttered. Now I had to deal with the ignorance of, say I stuttered, how you doing? And people laugh. Like, okay, growing up in the world, working in retail, I work in retail. Like, I used to work in retail. Like, okay, so when it was the Marshall Fields here, okay? Like I said, I'm 40. I used to work there at Marshall Fields on State Street. And my clientele consisted of well, they had a lot of money. I won't say that much. They had a lot of money. My clientele only wanted me as their personal shopper, associate, because they liked my customer service or whatever. And I used to stutter there. Find these rich people. They used to tab me up. For some reason, I used to stutter on the H, you guys. It was something about the eights. Don't let a total come out to be $88.88. And oh, Lord, have mercy, Lord. Oh, I used to be like, okay, Peanut, don't stutter. Don't stutter. Then I start with my mouth. And the looks. The looks I used to get. It was hilarious. Sometimes I would laugh just because of the looks I was getting from people. Seriously, it was like, I guess they were caught off guard. I guess I would be too. I don't know, but it's one of those things where I even had a job interview, you guys. And the reason why I did not get this job was based off the fact I started stuttering at this job interview. And I stuttered a whole lot at this job interview. And I told this woman that I only stutter when I'm thirsty. She gave me some water. Thirsty. She gave me some water and I drank just like I just did. And guess what I get to doing? Stuttering. Right after I drank that water. I mean, it was horrible. It was so bad, you guys, that I knew I did not get that job. When I got on the bus, I cried. I boohooed. I think it didn't help that I can listen to some damn sad music on occasion, so just was not a good look, you guys. Seriously. So, but I learned to make this a part of me, And I'd be ashamed. How many people have you guys know that is a YouTuber and they keep their stuttering inside of their video content? Or even in the mainstream? Nobody I know. So, yeah, this is me. Welcome to Peanut Chicago. Look around. It's one of those type of things. It's like, but you got a crack on your blah blah. Well, that crack is actually, part of the scenery. So don't mind it. Just take a look. It's a part. You know. Sometimes we gotta learn to accept the mess in order to really truly appreciate the uniqueness in that which we are born into. Like, I'm unique because of my stuttering. I'm a unique person. Yeah, it sucks. But for the most part, I gotta take the good along with the bad, you guys, and make the best of this. So, yeah, you won't see me taking out the stuttering out of my content or my videos because, like I mentioned before, who else is doing this? Somebody gotta do this. Even at the expense of being made fun of. Let's face it, my last video I made, which was Spiritual A Warfare, I stuttered a whole lot. And I edited that video. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all like, damn, why didn't you take the stuttering now? Because it's a part of me. It ain't me, but it's a part of me. It's my signature. It's my signature. It's like this fingerprint. It's my signature. I'm not a carbon copy. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that stutter in the mainstream and not in mainstream. And what they do to their content, they edit it. It's on them. But they don't stand out. They merge in with the norm, so to speak. The picture perfect. I'm not a picture perfect person. Just like in the King's Speech. Yeah, that movie, The King's Speech. You know what makes that king unique? Is that he had a stuttering problem. Stammering problem. That's what makes him unique. And whether you guys want to view it as a weakness, it works to his strengths. Ultimately, through his legacy. It literally speaks of that man's courage that he had to muster to rule a nation? Stammering? And you about to go to war? It's no wonder the queen had to step up in many ways about the stammering. But he did that. So it made him a unique. How many kings do we know in our history that stammer? Black, white, Chinese. Well, white, yeah. Chinese, Cambodian. How many people that we know like that? Sometimes it might start with you, with me. With breaking the mold. With owning our flaws. Because I believe ultimately it's what's going to be what make us perfect. It's owning those flaws. So my stammering, hey, if you got a problem with it, that's not my problem. I've learned to embrace my problem. And I suggest you do the same. With those on the outside of you and that person on the inside of you, which is you. So, it's not easy. I still stammer when it's uncomfortable. If I could not stammer, I wouldn't. But when I do, am I ashamed? No. And if someone tried to shame me, shame them. Shame on you. That's like making fun of a person born with a handicap, because technically this is a handicap. I wish we get paid for it, because this, like I said, I had a job interview. It stopped me from getting that job. This is a good day today. How I'm talking to y'all, this is a good day. Barely stuttered, and I'm talking about a video about me stammering. The irony in life, I promise you that. So, I just wanted to put that on y'all mind about stammering. It's that most people who stammer, like a 95 percentile, most, know what they want to say. So don't tell them. Think about what you have to say. Now, and you can say take your time. That helps. That above all else, if I could give anyone advice about stammering, that is like you outside of a stammerer and you got a stammer around you, and it's like it's getting out of control. It seems like just tell them take their time. Don't be mean about it. Don't be a booty hole, because just like you want to be heard, they want to be heard too. You know, it was funny, but talking about that group, when I was in the group of the where like Caucasian males, um, Gentiles males, and I was the only like African American male in the stammer group. I told them about me. I said, no, oh well, I guess I must be the hothead out this group. They laughed. I laughed too. I said, yep, you're the hothead. You're the hothead. Because they were telling me their experiences, and their experiences, people thought they were slow. I was shocked. I said, damn, I never went through that. But they did. They said people thought they were really slow. This was their experience stammering here in America. So mine was just people being pure, mean, and ignorant about it. Some people laugh. Some people can't help but to laugh. So I learned to even tolerate that. But I do know when people are being just mean. Just mean. Just because they made the cut. You know, I always like to say that to people who get real comfortable in their positions because they born safe. I won't say it like that. Because they born safe from the norm of what's been known to be safe. They born safe. So they really come with this angle like of superiority. They could come in all sexes and races. It don't matter. It probably come in other species too. You know? So, just letting y'all know that stammering, this is why I don't take my stammering out of my videos. Because it's perfect to me. It's not perfect, it's a perfect, imperfect world that we live in. So you might as well just own it. Just as well as it's beautiful, it can be ugly as well. It can feel like heaven and it can feel like hell in one whop. You just gotta own it. I own this. This is my signature. I didn't choose it, but I'm born into it. This is my signature. So, this is why I don't take the stammering out of my videos. And I'm not. I can be talking on a world stage, mainstream media, and if I stutter, I would ask them, don't edit it, please. And whether there's compassionate people, or you know how I talk, if you get the call, the majority, which is the ignorant, hey, it is what it is. May the ignorant learn, because that's all ignorance means, is that they just don't know. And those who are wise and thankful, and actually, well, is I'm trying to find a word for it. Understanding. Thank you. Maybe you help be able to guide the ignorant too. 2 snaps, put positive energy on that. You know, because I always got hope for even those that might even appear to be lost. Ultimately, it's up to what the maker say, not me. But just wanted to give y'all that on the stammering tip. Spent my whole life, not ashamed of it. And I look good on this camera, baby. Yeah. Go Bears and socks. But y'all have a nice night, okay? And just wanted to speak a little bit about stammering. Holla back.